Trevor Keegan. I gotta say,
Michigan State, no surprise there.
Michigan, not Michigan State. You love saying
Yeah,
Michigan State. That's a different uniform. Their uniform is green. God damn it!
You're 100% right. Oh my god,
you're not a Spartan. They're a Wolverine. God damn it! Yeah. Stop it, bub.
Yeah. Hey, bub.
Everybody's on the X-Men 97 thing now. But yeah, I gotta say, I don't look at a lot of stuff as far as personality, marketability kind of stuff when it comes to a lot of the players when I look at them, and I like to just look at, okay, how good of a player is he? Side note before we get to that, whoever gets this guy, he's got a goddamn personality. This is a guy that's going to be like that guy that's like your offensive lineman that's not spectacular, but people just love because he's crazy and does and says stupid shit. That's what he's going to be. You notice him in the thing with the whole in the video and all with the doing thing, and he's got the eye black all over his eye and his cheeks and everything like that. Like, this guy's got a personality. I'm telling you. You watch him whenever the camera gets on him, and he just lights up. And there's something about that kind of guy. Like, it makes you think not only is he that guy on the camera because he just loves getting the center of attention, but this is the fun guy in the locker room. This is the guy that, let's go get some beers. Now, I'm not saying crazy, like, let's go get drunk and be out till 4 o'clock in the morning. But, the guy just does team building kind of stuff. He just strikes me as that guy. And again, I'm not in the interview rooms. I'm not trying to say that I know the guy personally or something like that. It's just the vibe I get from watching this guy, the way he is on the sidelines, the way he is in interviews and stuff like that. Kind of like a Gronkowski kind of personality,
Yeah.
Like, he's serious. He wants to win. He's not. I'm not saying he's a jackass, but he's that fun-loving guy.
Yeah, I was also going to go with like a Jason Kelsey.
No, because Kelsey was much more serious. I think he's got more personality than Kelsey. Kelsey's much more serious. If anything, Travis Kelsey brings Jason Kelsey's personality out more.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Anyway. Zach, I'm sorry, it was the wrong one. I'm sorry, wrong Michigan. Trevor Keegan, 6'6", 320 pounds, 23 years old. Played 11 games in 22, 15 games in 23 with a 68.6 PFF grade. Played left guard exclusively. As far as the pros, size, fundamentals, good technique. And that's a theme you're going to see in a lot of Michigan guys when we talk about Michigan guys here. We've already talked about a couple of them here. Michigan offensive linemen are well coached as a whole. That is why they had the offense they had. They were road graders. They're going to run the ball down your goddamn throat. Old school smash mouth football. That's what these guys are. As far as the cons for him, he is coming off a broken tibia and fibula. So he's got an injury he's trying to come back from. He's a little slow off the snap, and to be honest, kind of slow in general. He doesn't have the athleticism that you want necessarily from the position. But if you're okay with a guard who just sits there and does his job, then this might be the guy for you at that point there. He's, like I said, he's not a bad guard. I have him kind of as a lower level starter to a high-end backup, depending on, again, how he develops in the NFL there. And I have him going like a third to fourth round. Sorry, day 3 kind of. I'm sorry, I got 2 Michigan guys back to back. We'll talk about the guy in a second here. My eyes are going to the wrong spot here. Yeah. But I have him as a day 3 pick. But I think he's an early day 3 pick. I think somebody will take him like in the 4th round. And I said, I think whoever gets him is going to get one of those personality types that the media team and marketing are going to freaking love. Every so often a team gets that kind of offensive lineman that just people love. Like Nick Gates was that kind of guy for the Giants.
Yes.
Like, he was just a fun, good guy. Nobody said a bad word about him. He kind of lightened up the mood always. He always was laughing and having a good time with teammates and stuff like that. That's going to be Keegan in the NFL. That's going to be his personality. And like I said, I think if you're a team that's maybe having some chemistry issues, especially on the offensive line side, that's something to look at. because this is a guy who I think has that ability to bring people together. Maybe I'm reading too much into what I see in interviews and all. Like I said, because I've been in sales and had so much different training on sales, I've always been pretty decent at picking stuff up, and it's just the vibe I get when I look at Keegan and the way he acts with his teammates, the way he acts with the press and everything, is he's going to be that kind of personality. And there's a value to that. Beyond what he does in the field, there's a value to that as well.
100%. Listen, you got 5 guys lined up on the line, and they all want to do their own thing, go in different ways. You could go your own way.
Go your own way.
But if you got a guy that brings everyone together, look at the Avengers. Oh my God, talk about it 5 years too late. But they're good individually, but together, the Avengers assembled. That's what
to me, my X-Men.
Yeah.
Do you even watch the X-Men 97 yet, by the way?
I have not.
You have to watch it. Spectacular. 3 episodes in, 7 more to go.
Part of me just kind of wants to wait like a few more weeks so I could binge watch it.
I'm saying it's so good you have to watch it.
Okay.
Especially if you're like me, I can't help but watch the spoilers.
Yeah.
And then that ruins it. Or I'll see an article like blah 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 and blah 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 get together this week on blah blah blah. And I'm like, God damn it, I didn't watch blah 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 yet this week.
Well, I've been dodging all that.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna see it eventually. All right. On to number 5. So I can stop getting them confused. Now we're on our second guy from Michigan. Zak Zinter. By the way, I love the tattoo on his arm. You see what it said? It said "Product of the Trenches." I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Zak, I have to say, with his name, he definitely is a Zinter. He's definitely about those Zins.
When you want to know who's last on the NFL Players Association list to call or to tell about anything going on, it's going to be Zak Zinter, because no matter which way you go, first name or last name, he is at the bottom of the list there. Zak is 6'6", 322 pounds. Another big boy there. We don't really have any undersized linemen really coming up yet in this group, which has been kind of interesting. Usually you get 1 or 2 that's like, oh, he's 290, but maybe we think if he can put on some weight. No, like these are all big boys already. Played 14 games in 22, played 12 in 23 with a 76.6 PFF grade. We finally are getting into the better grades here. Right guard, pros on him: strong, huge size, as we mentioned there, smart, and good technique. And you know what I just realized is that I gave off the wrong information on Trevor. So hold on. See, this is what happened. I can't have 2 people back to back from the same school. So Trevor Keegan was the issue, was length, not athletic, and needed to lower his pad level. That was the cons on him. I'd read the cons on Zak instead. Zak is the one coming off the broken tibia and fibula and slow to the snap and just slow in general. If you look at his tape, though, one thing this guy is he's that mauler guard at that point. If you need a guy who's just strong and is going to beat the guy in front of him with pure strength, this is your guy. If you're looking for the guy who's mobile, going to be pulling, going to go 5 yards down the field to get the second level at that point, he's not your guy. But what he does do very well. If you can accept the limitations and you can work within those limitations, Zak Zinter is going to be one of those guys that's going to be very good in for you at that point. But again, you have to accept the limitations of what he can't do. But look at what happened with Blake Corum this year. We've talked about a lot of the linemen. You notice this is the third lineman now we're talking just in the interior. Talked about the center already. We're talking about the 2 guards because we talked about the center. We did our episode on the father and son combos there from the NFL, and their center just missed the cut. If I added 1 more, he would have been the guy on there probably. But these guys are they're solid, they're fundamental, they're guys who are, just guys that maul people. That's what they are. They're just big boys that use their size. So if that's your running style, you're good. you're solid. If you want to do the whole let's run outside, let's pull 5 different linemen, just do all kinds of crazy stuff, you're not going to like him.
Yeah, no. This is Zach and Trevor, they kind of scream to me like old school Patriots. When I say old school, like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean they be Belichick people 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Just lunch pail, do your job, smash the other guy's head in, kind of guys.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Keep everyone out. Let's go.
Yeah, like I said, I like them both. I think they're both going to be good, guys in the NFL for a while. There, it's just a matter of Zach has more talent, I think, and Trevor's got a little more leadership and personality at that point.
Yeah, we were talking about the broken tibia and fibula too. Like, I don't expect it coming back, but some of these guys, when they break, because that's a straight up like your foot's hanging off.
Oh yeah, I say that's your shin bone, your calf bone is what that is.
Yeah. So when you get a break like that, some of these guys, they lose some weight and they get a little more finesse.
Yeah.
If they build up the agility. Does it make a difference on the football field? Time will tell, because he is a big guy.
Yeah, I mean, but you got 4 to 6 months. When I look it up here, is the typical healing time. So if that is the case, what we're talking about there, he's going to be right in that time period right now.
Yeah, I mean, you also got to look at what did he tear any ligaments when that happened? Was that
to the best of my knowledge? No.
Yeah. Because
obviously I don't have his medical, so
a lot of times your delta ligament tears off that. Sometimes you get your Achilles. Usually not, because it's kind of in the back, and then you get the other one on the other side. The MCL of the ligaments down there.
The hip bone's connected to the calf bone. The calf bone's connected to the tibia.
But those ligaments are what's going to take longer to heal than the actual bone. So if it's just straight,
like I said, everything I've seen on him is just straight bone break, and that's it. There's no issue with the actual ligaments and all. So if that's the case, he'd be, like I said, he'd be back in 4 to 6 months and good to go and be strong as new. But again, I don't have the medical. So
same here.
We'll have to see how that is.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.